Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower.
And this is IFXtra. This week we're actually on time, aren't we?
Relatively speaking.
Yeah. Yep. It's like the right day at least. Because we're not been to EGX. We've had a week at home doing work and catching up with things. And today it's so rainy we can't even go outside because the roads are flooded. It's terrible. So what have you been up to this week?
This week I've mostly been not talking.
Yeah.
So I've been resting my throat.
Oh, you sound better actually.
I can actually talk now.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think it's not quite right. I can sort of feel like a little
bit of gruffness in there.
But yeah, I can talk and my voice doesn't randomly stop anymore. So that's nice.
Got to be, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just really happy that I'll be able to do the quiz, help host the quiz on Sunday and waffle.
No. So you did interference and chill in the week, and you did it very quietly, didn't you?
Yes.
It's like one of those weird videos where people whisper.
Yeah, exactly. So interference and chill happened on Wednesday. Ferret was working, so I did it, but I kind of had to do the whole thing whispering a bit like this. Just to keep my voice rested.
It's quite cool.
But yeah, it was like an ASMR stream with drawing.
I hope you've tagged it as that.
Maybe we should do that.
We should do one. I could do one of those. I could whisper. That'd be quite cool.
See, actually, now I want to cough. Now I'm talking
about
this.
No, don't cough. No, it's too loud.
I'm almost back to normal.
Yeah, totally. Okay, have you done anything to the quiz this week?
No.
Good.
No. I didn't want to try and sort of rush in and do things.
No.
Today's been a catching up week with being away. Although, I mean, obviously we had our video that we recorded at EGX. Although since then, we did more stuff and we came back. But yeah, EGX was awesome. We did our talk, had a chat with a few people.
We did, yeah.
Met up with some of the players. Like we met Rubberfish from the quiz.
That's amazing.
We met up with like some of the other people we know from streaming communities.
Yeah, we did.
Bumped into Bob, who did our art for Road Drones. Had a chat with him.
Hi, Bob.
Misplaced Spirit as well, who hangs out in Interference and Chill.
Yeah.
It was really nice to put names to faces.
It was.
No, the other way around. Faces to names.
True.
Yeah.
We knew the names already. Yeah. So there we go. That's cool. So now we're back to working in the office and going to work and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. So in terms of the game, haven't done any quiz stuff this week, but in terms of the game, making some minor changes to sort of moderation and things like that. A few people have reached out to comment to us that they're noticing more games getting spoiled.
Yeah, people are just like putting in their pet topics or favourite things and just making every game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the point of the game is that things get a bit confused and messed up and stuff, but it's less funny when it's deliberate. So for those of you that have noticed this and are worrying about it, I know Ferret's going around trying to reply to the people that mentioned it. But yeah, we do monitor this, and if we think that someone is basically deliberately taking things in a certain direction, we will start getting rid of some of their stuff. Or I mean, we're only a small team. If it gets too much work, we just ban people because we don't have the resources to deal with it.
Nobody got time for that.
Exactly. Yes. I'll put on my "Ain't Nobody Got Time for That" shirt.
Yeah. Good idea.
And hit that ban hammer. Obviously, we only do that as a last resort because,
we like our players.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to have fun.
We give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Because, exactly. But, if people push it too far, then,
That's it.
We don't have the resources to deal with it, so they have to go, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's a last resort.
Yeah, absolutely. And most players are awesome. In fact, let's see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week comes from Aniv and his "Shark Wants No Christmas Tree." I just like how he looks so cross and he's putting that tree in the bin. He's right, it's far too early to be talking about Christmas. Well done, Aniv.
My favourite description this week was "Alternate Universe, Isaac Newton never discovers gravity" by Draw Your Weapon. I like it. It makes you think, if he hadn't discovered gravity all those years ago, I wonder how many worms there'd be in space right now. Nice work, Draw Your Weapon.
Community pick of the week this week goes to ViewCon for DJ Mater in the House. That's a brilliant picture of the tow truck from Cars, I think. Being a DJ. Awesome stuff, ViewCon. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Okay, now we're going to have a look at what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week we decided to use a forum post by Amvol as a basis of discussion to see if anyone could come up with any other ideas. So he was talking about before pills, sort of old illness cures, kind of, home remedies for things.
Traditional remedies.
Yeah, from the olden days.
Now, we should say at this point, just go to your doctor, get some pills or whatever. Don't try these at home.
But some of them have been proved to work in the end.
Well, this is true.
Yeah,
but
turns out actually that would work. But not necessarily these ones.
Yeah.
So what was he talking about? He was talking about rubbing your chest with goose grease. I mean, where do you even get goose grease from?
Well, I mean, you see that in the shops at Christmas, don't you?
Okay, yeah.
I assume that's just goose fat.
Yeah, maybe.
Or he also said a mashed hot potato in a sock wrapped around your neck to ease sore throats.
Just put a wheat bag around there.
Well, really, I should have tried that this week, like when we tried those French fries with ice cream. And maybe I should have got a potato.
My goodness, yeah, we haven't had this for a while. Oh, got this. I should go to Burt's now.
Okay. But yeah, also, Anvol saying parents, however, still coughing slightly.
I think you need some of these.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Yeah.
Anvol also saying parents, however, seem to have the most pleasant remedies when they're off colour, such as Indian brandy, hot toddies, or pints of Guinness.
Yeah, strange how they all involve alcohol.
Yeah, strange that. But I mean, having said that, they used to give you Guinness after you'd had a baby, didn't they, or something?
Yeah, because of the iron in it.
On the NHS,
Yeah.
like free Guinness. I mean, how cool is that?
That was cool.
But yeah, they don't do that anymore, seemingly.
Yeah, but Renee was saying that they used to have a tablespoon of cod liver oil and malt every night. Well, cod liver oil tablets are still a thing, aren't they? It's omega-3 we've discovered. Really good for you. So that's a good thing.
So you make a good point. A lot of these things, they're like crazy remedies where people have come up with stuff, but there's actually some grounding in
Absolutely.
it. And then after a while, I mean, like cod liver oil, you get just tablets now, don't you?
Yeah. Capsules with it in.
Obviously, there was something in it when it started,
But people remember thinking it was horrible taste, so I suppose that's why it's in capsules now, so you can't taste it.
It is horrible
You
taste.
get in there. But Angela Wan said when she was outside with no hat on in the winter of Denver, Colorado, she got the worst earache ever. So her aunt actually sprinkled pepper on a cotton ball, put it in her ear, and after a few minutes, the pain subsided. I think about like putting olive oil in your ear, maybe. And
I mean, I feel like I should say again, don't try this at home. I feel like the pepper thing, there probably is some logic to it. Like, like the effect of it might sort of make something constrict or dilate, so
possibly.
I feel like there probably is a physiological reason for that to work. Don't stick peppers in your ears, just in case. Consult your healthcare professional.
Exactly.
Call NHS 111. Yeah.
But if any of you got any weird and wonderful remedies, there's still room to put things in there in that post, isn't there? If you want to join in with that one.
Yeah, if you've got any sort of unusual things that other people might not have heard of. Yeah.
Okay. But this week we have a new topic. Let's go and see what we're going to be talking about soon. As we are coming up to Halloween, tell us what scares you. For me, it is spiders. We seem to have a few big ones that like to sit in our bathtub for some reason. And Dave and Grumbles, the cats, are useless spider catchers.
If you'd like to chime in with that, then just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Absolutely. And don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night. And what time will it be?
Who knows?
We've changed our clocks tonight.
Yeah. Serious note. Our clocks change in the morning because we're in the UK, so our clocks go back an hour.
They do.
The quiz, well, all of our streams happen based on UK time. So not summertime, wintertime. It's just whatever time it is in the UK. So the quiz will be at 7 p.m. UK time. If you're in the UK, that's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
No worries. If you're outside of the UK and your clocks don't go back tomorrow, it may be different from when it normally is for you. So it might appear to be an hour later, I think. So if you're in the US, I think your clocks don't change for another week or 2 weeks or something. I don't know. So I've made...
be an hour earlier if we've gone back.
Oh, this happens twice a year, doesn't it?
I know.
Right, so we've gone back. So when it's 7 and we'd normally do the quiz, it would actually be 6. So we won't start for another hour.
Oh, right.
So to people outside of our time zone,
it might be an hour later.
It will seem like we're waiting an extra hour.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, the point is, check the front page of the Interference website, the Interference app, or playinterference.com.
Yeah.
You know how we have that Zeitgeist advert on there? It says, and it always said this, but I've made it a bit more obvious now. It will say interactive stream starts in 2 hours 15 minutes or whatever, and regardless of what time anything actually is, that is correct. So when you see it say, starts in 5 minutes, that's time to, fire up your browser on mixer.com/interference
and join in.
and get involved, because we'll be ready to go.
Got some good rounds this week. Shall I tell you who the artists are this week?
But yes, so just anyone who hasn't seen this before,
Go on then.
we do a weekly live interactive quiz. It's basically a bit like pub quiz, but you get to play along from the comfort of your own home. And each round is based on a drawing from this week's interference pictures.
Yeah.
So who have we got this week?
Well, this week we have got Anna Jones, Moo Crossing, Porcelain, the silent artist, and Witch of the World. Some
Okay.
different ones there.
So I don't know what any of these are. So it could be that, well, let's go for the standard example. If someone's drawn a seagull, it might be that we have a round on seabirds, seaside resorts,
oceans.
seas, oceans,
Yeah.
things with orange, red beaks.
Could be.
Films of Steven Seagal.
That's a good one.
Steve's Seagull Steve, and then someone pointed out actually he's Steven Seagal.
Of course.
So yeah, and then we do 5 questions on each round, and you get to play along against the rest of the audience. We give you points, and then we add up those at the end and do a leaderboard.
Should we tell them who won last week?
Go on then.
Okay, the Lupine one won last week with a score 238. So I think above
nice.
200 is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good going.
Grinning Goose was second, and then Vanguard Ferret, our very own Ferret, was third.
Yeah, 207. Pretty close behind though, Mr. Tapestry,
Oh,
200. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, not bad. Had a few new people as well. So it's always nice seeing some new names on there, especially when they sort of just like rock up and then bust in doing like a load of questions right straight off, and I'm like, wow,
really
okay,
cool.
that's nice work. So if you do know anyone who's into quizzes, feel free to get them involved as well. As we say, 7 p.m. UK time every Sunday, mixer.com/interference. It would be very cool to see there.
Okay, I think that's most of the news this week, so it just goes to say...
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, adding new features, looking after the quiz, feeding cats and things like that as well. We do really appreciate your support.
We do. Okay, we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.